Man, look at that quietness. I've got about 2 miles to go to this, what you call it? 10-mile meditative jog this morning. I last stopping at the traffic light just to make sure, because there's a car coming. This is my environment right now. There's actually a car coming. I'm going to stop for it. And I could continue the jog. Then what I usually do, I walk a little and keep moving. So today I was talking about the emotion that I was going through earlier, and that was deriving from that bird is singing. It's telling me that one word is actually coming. Today's emotion, something that I'm going to quote about, inner voice. That inner voice is amazing. I have a habit every morning where when I get up, the first thing that I actually do, believe it or not, I drink some lemon and water, and when I go in the bathroom, I do a yoga pose. I literally stretch my body before I brush my teeth. I do a yoga pose. So what that means is it doesn't matter what time I get up. By the time I lift my leg up and stretch my body, I'm awake, because that stretching, that yoga, wakes you up. Man, that bird is really singing. That stretching, that yoga really does wake you up. So I do that little pose, about a night, 6, 7, 8 minute pose, and I brush my teeth. And when I brush the teeth, I drink some water, a couple of glass of water, and I might have a coffee, yeah. And after that, I start out with some push-ups. And every push-up that I do, they're very slow. I go into the yoga pose, calisthenic, then yoga. Like ordinary day yoga that people do is they do one chaturanga and that's it. No, every push-up is a yoga pose. So, and what that does, it means I have to do the push-up very slowly, to build that core, my lower back, and sometimes you are only able to do like 5 push-ups every day for like 4 months straight. And I think where that patience comes from and the non-ego attitude comes from is the patience that goes along with it, because the more you do it, the longer you're able to do your push-ups and hold the pose. And it teaches you about what position your spine is in your body, because our body has an information that we don't even know it has. Your eyes, your lower spine, your lower back. So after I've done that, when I get to 100 for the 4 sets, and while I'm doing the yoga, before, when I write with my left hand, that bird is really, how you doing? When I write with my left hand, it's usually the material things that I wanted. But now, over the years, because after writing what I wanted materialistically for a long time, over the years, it has changed now to teach me your wisdom. So what I do is, every time I'm stretching my body and doing yoga, any part of my body that I pay attention to, I write to it with my left hand. And those are all coming from that inner voice that I've been hearing, that started to teach me, this is how you wake up, this is how you speak to yourself. So I will write with my left hand to whatever. It could be my nose. I will ask my nose, teach me your wisdom. It could be my eyes. I will literally write down to my eyes, teach me your wisdom with your left hand. So I do that, and once I'm done, I get into a little meditation, where that meditation is breathing exercising, because of the way I'm going to sit for the first one. So I breathe through my nose. Like I'll probably do about 100 of each, slowly. And by the time I realize 20 minutes is gone, just breathing through my nose, it blew me the biscuit away. So I get up. And it's time to come out and do the jogging. So the running is meditation, extremely meditative. It's just me relaxing. So, and that's where I had all these different ideologies from. So that inner voice today was the emotion that I was going through, I was hearing. And I realized the word inner voice, if the ego is next to it, it means, inner voice itself means to be lonely. You isolate yourself. You don't do what everyone else does. And I kid you not, that is extremely hard sometimes. You know, and especially when people are doing things that society said is the right thing to do, or if they're making some form of materialistic, going through some form of materialistic endeavor, like making a lot of money and famous, a lot of time, that inner voice, we tend to ignore it. And the only way to listen to that inner voice, you have to extremely be in love with yourself. Because not listening to that inner voice, which is God, it's right there in our heart. It's the reason why we have all this sadness. It's the reason why we get angry. It's the reason why we get depressed. Because your inner voice derived from love. And when we don't love ourselves, because a lot of time your inner voice knows that you're in a different journey from everybody. Your journey might be simplicity. And I kid you not, that is very, very hard to listen to because of the word success. But success to everybody is different. So listening to that inner voice means you are extremely in love with yourself. When you're not in love with yourself, outsiders will influence you very easy. And that outside influence, this is what your inner voice is telling you. That outside influence is not a good energy for you. Because that outside influence, it makes you do all type of things to your body. Abuse it, not take care of it, and it goes both ways too. But that inner voice is there, that we literally have a choice. Even though when we're being abused by somebody, and somebody's doing something really mean to us, that inner voice gives you a choice. You either want to be like that person, or you never want to be like that person. It is amazing. That inner voice, it's called a God right that nobody can take away from you. It's right there inside of you. No preacher, no master, no guru can take that inner voice away from you. It's right there. You just fail to listen to it. And it's extremely hard to listen to that inner voice. And that's where the word meditation comes into. Because the more one learns how to meditate, the easier it is for you to listen to that inner voice. So that's what I was thinking of today. I'm going to go ahead and finish this easy 10-mile meditative joke for today. And listen to that inner voice. It will never guide you. It will never misguide you. That inner voice. Like I always say, take a yoga class. Breathe into the body. Watch what you eat. Watch what you drink. There's a time and place for everything. There's a time to make love. There's a time to eat. And there's a time not to eat. If we could learn the time for those things, it's right there in your body. Read about it and you'll be amazed. Until tomorrow, and I'm going to be on my feet a little longer for like 26 miles. That inner voice, listen to it. One love.